Pumpkins, cutie pies, and of course, blueberry muffins. JT has got a question. How do we find poop coins early? The post I was responding to was Unibot. At the time, Unibot did a 10x in a straight line. Everybody said it was the future of finance. Everybody said you have to get in now. Everybody said it's never going down. What did it do? It went down. JT asking, good question. It's near impossible, friends, okay? It's possible when we're in the Bitcoin halvening year, on average. Happened 3 times before. No guarantee it's going to happen the 4th time. We don't know. But the Bitcoin halvening year brings up only price action. Why? There are people who get bullish on the sentiment of crypto, especially Bitcoin. We all have Bitcoin to thank for. And they will take Bitcoin supply off the market. The long-term holders come in, there is less sell pressure, and so we drag the whole industry up, and we also get a hunger for token creation and environments. So Mr. JT is asking, like, how do you find early poop coins? Well, 3 things you can do. Number 1, this is actually the most common way. The most popular method to finding stuff early is this is what people do. They buy a coin, or they know a coin's launching, or they've heard about it. They're in a secret Telegram or a group that they just hang with their friends. They get in, and then they shill the coin. And they try to do it softly and organically. All right? So, sometimes what they'll do is one of them will join a Telegram, and then their friend, who is on another account, will screenshot them joining the Telegram and go, oh, this guy with 100k subs, he's actually in this Telegram. He's looking at this coin. So that's soft shilling. So it's not direct, but it was planned. It's to push it out to Twitter and say, wow, this guy with a big reputation, he's like researching this coin. I wonder what's happening next. And that's how it starts. One of the reasons it starts, right? Sometimes they just blatantly say that they like a coin. The point is, they get stuff, they dictate what's early, all right? They dictate. They go on Twitter, they go on YouTube, they tell everybody how early you are, okay? When there's not enough money, though, it gets harder and harder to do this. The scammers scam themselves. That's important. That's the most common way. Number 2, right? You're going to see more of that, by the way, as the bull market heats up, if we get a bull market, which we're all praying for. Number 2, deep inner circles. So there's no chance for me and you when it comes to this. Deep inner circles, I considered making one. And of course, when I say this, everyone's like, wow, yes, please make one. And by the way, thank you for liking, subscribing, pressing the bell button. All appreciate everything, every single one of you. You're here to shock the algorithm. Yes, I considered making a deep inner circle. One problem. Who do you put in it? You're going to have to grow it. How can you trust people? There's so many elements. People just like find their way in these groups, and I've seen a few. It's not what you think. It's just not what you think, friends. I can't go on about what it's really like, but it's not what you think. You see the dark side of humanity a bit, and people get jealous. There's a lot of weirdos. It's just, it's not like this beautiful little congregation where everybody's just printing money. It doesn't happen like that. So, you can that option is still there. But just to let you know, if you want to do that with your friends, be more than happy to do that. I mean, we're going to try it out. The problem, there's a lot of problems. You know what you're playing for. You need that bull market. You can't do anything without it. If you want to, I guess, make money before that bull market, I mean, you're grifting really, really hard. Like, you are doing sinister stuff because there just isn't money to flow around like it was in 2021. It's not bull market style. You need that bull market. Number 3, scanning on-chain. Okay, now this is what people are doing. There's some services out there that are trying to do this, scanning on-chain. There is also some nuance with this. So there are many different coins. There are many different styles of traders. There are people who just do the bots. There are people who just buy on day 1. There are people who buy on day 2 to 5. There's people who buy after day 14. A lot of them. And you're not going to like the stat I'm about to tell you next, because it's gonna actually piss you off. A good trader, their win rate's about 30%. That's really good. All right. Yeah, 30%. 30. All right. And yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest, but that's what it is. That's because there's just an insanely high volatility Everything is paper thin. Anything can happen. Say the dev goes to sleep, dev stops responding, dev does respond. All these things can happen with these altcoins, man. It's absolutely ludicrous. This heart attack inducing type of behavior and manipulation going on. And this is just the meme coin world. So I wish it was doing what it did in 2021 where everything just goes up only, but that's why we might just have to be waiting for the Bitcoin up only action for it to potentially come back. But so far, we're still waiting. I'm not going to jump the gun. You've seen so many people get wrecked jumping the gun. So those are the options here for you. If I was to do any, try scanning on-chain stuff. Maybe find different services. I know Ivan on Technology has like his Morales money. You can, but it's not what you think, friends. I know what you want. I know what you want. You want high volume. You want volume to be up. And then you want like a green buy. Okay. So then you want to buy a coin. Okay. And then you want it to do this pattern. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. All right. You're going to get volume going up and down, but it's not really going to tell you anything. Just accept that most people are participating in something and they're trying to get something to move. What makes a coin go up is emotional bias. You see? It's not that, oh, a lot of people coming in. Yeah, a lot of people can come in. Let's do this, okay? So here's the bias, all right? A lot of people can come in, but a lot of people can sell it down too. So who cares, right? The supply can be sold. So what actually makes it go up? Well, what makes everything go up is you need people to market buy, MKT. You need to buy at market. That means they need to just keep buying at market and they don't want to wait to get in. And of course, you need the sellers not to be selling, right? So that type of emotion on average, that's what pushes things up. And of course, the fear pushes on the way down. How are you going to predict the emotions coming in? Do you have a plan? Like we can sit here and think about one, but it's not as easy as you think, you understand? So it's not like there's a formula and there's a utility and there's a code. There isn't. It's emotional money. That's why if Bitcoin is going up, if we see Bitcoin screaming with big, juicy, fat, green monthly candles, there's emotion out there, okay? There's greed. Greed, the emotion is out there, and people will be more sloppy and they'll just start to hit things and buy at market because they're like, man, Bitcoin's at like 45,000. What if it goes to 50,000 next and I'm waiting for 30,000? Well, I better get in now. On average, that type of whirlwind is happening, and that's what makes things go up. When the environment is there, you'll feel it, and trust me, I'll be reporting on it. Otherwise, you just get this scenario with what happened here, right? So this was back in September. Be careful of the meme coins. They are flimsy. They are wafer thin. Just be careful. I'm telling you right now. You know the game. You know the game. Doesn't mean they're right, but just you know the game. You know if it's raining, you go outside, you get wet. That's it. This one was a new pulse chain meme coin, minus 100%, bang. I mean, we've seen this thousands of times. Just that's what happens. You wake up one day, it's over. So obviously, I'm just telling you, be very skeptical of these green candles. All right? When you see just straight line green candles, it always ends one way, every single time. Daily, weekly, they just have big fat slices down. Remember all my teachings to tell you, right? A healthy candle pattern is constantly rinsing, but it's got to be natural as well. The scammers try to like make them artificial too. So some people learn the easy way. Some people learn the hard way. You just got to decide for yourself which way do you want to learn. Because we are still in the then they fight you phase. Eventually, we'll be removing this then they fight you phase. We'll feel it start to dissipate away. I don't know what it's exactly going to entail. It might come with like words changing from the corrupt SEC. That's why I'm here to tell you to repeat these words. The corrupt SEC. They are not just the SEC. They are the corrupt SEC. We call them by their rightful name. Corrupt, 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 corrupt. Even if they apologize, even if they say crypto is the future, even if they say, let's buy your bags. No. You are corrupt. They have to do a lot more. I want to see them with the transactions of actually buying our bags to give us green candles. If I don't see that, corrupt, corrupt, corrupt. Don't back down. And Mr. Bandit saying, the corrupt sex slaves. Yes, Mr. Bandit, of course. That's exactly what we were talking about. And not only is the corrupt SEC trying to fight everybody, everybody's in the fighting mood in crypto, but we need as green candles come, they push everything through, the bull market comes. So Mr. Adam Cochran has been doing a lot of Binance FUD every day. Wake up, lots of Binance FUD, talking about it. You know, He's talking about Binance minting, Wrap Beacon. This is back in September. This is the type of things that you see, friends, going along because not enough new people are coming in. So when new people aren't coming in, everybody does the circle whirlwind and they start to point fingers. The tribe's gates are closed. If you open up the village gates and new people come in and then everybody's building fountains and they're plucking apples from the apple tree and they're building canoes, that type of activity, economic activity, it pushes everything up and everyone gets happier. So don't forget, there are always these signals that appear. And a lot of people think they're random. They're not random. It's just that they are at different points of the cycle. Now, I took this picture when US dollar, right? 11 green weekly candles in a row showing you Santiago Fund. The gentleman who runs it, Mr. Brent Johnson, he is a very hyper US dollar bull, but it's on such a long time frame. It makes you wonder, this type of conviction required, friends. You can't actually make that much money on it for us. Like, you got to do super leverage and it's US dollar and the currencies are manipulated to hell. We're better off in crypto trying to play for the cycle. And look, I know everybody's got their amazing theories about how things go one way or another, but at the end of the day, be very careful of this time it's different type of mentality, okay? Be very careful of that because history is not kind to people who've done that. And as a friendly, gentle reminder, bulls aren't dead. We are just sleeping forever, waking up soon. You see, at the end of the day, you know the game by now. It is a waiting game. It is frustrating. All I can tell you is that for some reason, in the Bitcoin Halvening Year, 2012, 2016, and 2020, Bitcoin starts reacting positively in January and Feb. Altcoins do too. Is it going to happen again? I don't know. I don't want to say this time is different. I don't want to say that. So we're going to wait and see how that plays out. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Tell mum and dad we love and appreciate them. Tell mum and dad bulls are waking up. Catch you in the next one.